Hey, I'm Miranda Sullivan in Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you so much for taking a look at eutaptics FasterEFT. I've been certified as a certified level 3 eutaptics FasterEFT practitioner by Robert Smith, the creator of this himself. A lot of people are familiar with EFT, emotional freedom technique, and that's helped a lot of people, but for me, this was a much easier and more direct platform, and it's got several things that's tied up into it that's much more direct and, to me, more efficient, faster. It is faster. Okay, so I want to explain that to you, what this platform is about. First of all, everything that we think creates how we feel. So we can use this platform to change how we feel about things. And then also, every memory inside of us, all those things that we've experienced in life, is us. Everything inside of you is you. If you had a bad experience and then now it's inside of you, it's you doing it to you if you're replaying that. And you can gain the power by working with me or taking training or just doing the best you can to learn about this and change that. I'm a self-empowerment coach. I love to empower people because I've been able to be empowered. I was on the victim side of things a year and a half ago, and now I'm empowered because I have these techniques. I've taken the training, I've learned how to use it, and it's pretty simple. So even a child can do it. Little Priella, 9 years old, helped herself, working with her mom a little bit, heal from not being able to sleep because the dog got hit by the car at night. So it's amazing. So let's go ahead and choose something that is bothering you. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Notice how strong that is from 0 to 10. Just notice that. And then if I were to have a balloon in front of you and I were to let that balloon, it was biodegradable, let it go, what would happen to it? It would fly up into the sky and disappear, right? And then go ahead and start tapping with me. It's okay to let it go. Whatever this is, whatever it's about, it's good to let it go. It's safe to let it go. So there's a few things happening here. You're tapping on these meridians between the eyes, next to the eye, below the eye, right here about where your necklace would hang on your breastbone. And they're attached to the fight or flight system, so it automatically calms you down. It doesn't matter if you do it with 2 hands or if you do it with 1 hand. You can even just press. And you pay attention to your fingertips tapping. So it's okay to let it go. It's good to let it go. It's safe to let it go. Doesn't really matter what you say. All this anxiety, all this stress, whatever it is, I just let it go. I'm learning to love myself from the inside out. Hug your wrist, blow it out, and say peace. Now we go into a good memory. So choose something that makes you feel good, whatever that may be. It could be petting your pet, it could be a vacation that you took, it could be playing with your kids, whatever it may be. And just notice how good that makes you feel. Just go like you were there. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. Just breathe into that and experience that and just feel that goodness. Okay. And then go ahead and go back to whatever it is that you're working on. Notice how it's changed and how it hasn't. Notice what's left. Give it a new number. And then just start tapping with me again. All this poison, all these experiences I've had, all these reactions, I can just let them go now. It's good to let them go. It's safe to let them go. Everybody was doing the best they could with what they knew how. Doesn't mean it's right, but it was the best they knew how. We're getting to have a lot more better tools than our parents did or the people that we grew up with, whatever it was. So I just release and let it go. We are trained with about 75 different tools when we're working in a session to work with you or in a group setting to help you let that stuff go, whether it be traumas, some of that stuff that's hard to let go, that's hard to know how to work on yourself, it's hard to be in by yourself. But all those people inside of you, some people are kind of concerned, who am I going to be if I let go of all my stuff? Well, for one thing, you just change it to where it's something that makes you feel good. You don't let go of all those people inside of you. Those are a lot of times people that we love or loved. But you just change how it was, how it felt, because probably most of what you remember is not really accurate anyways. And, if you don't want to do that, it's okay. It's not for you. You can do tapping in the moment. But for the people that really want to transform their lives, you can get together with me. I'm at mirandasullivancoaching@gmail.com. I have my website, which is mirandasullivan.com. I'm on Facebook and on Instagram. Instagram, I think, is FasterEFT, Self-Love Tribe. And, of course, it says Miranda Sullivan. And then Facebook is Miranda Sullivan. There's a group, a free group, Miranda Sullivan Tribe group. Self-Love group. Miranda Sullivan Self-Love Tribe group. Okay, so hug your wrist, blow it out, and say peace. Go into that good memory. And just notice how good you feel. Pick 3 things from that memory that just makes you feel good. See what you saw, hear what you heard, feel what you felt. So I got to go to Greece last year. I absolutely loved it. Got to go swimming in the sea every morning with Robert and a bunch of friends of mine that, I was creating all over the world. It was incredible. I'm getting to finally create the life that I wanted because I'm learning how to take control of the subconscious mind. And go ahead and go back to what it was. Notice how it's changed, how it hasn't, what's left. Give it a new number. And then go ahead and start tapping again. And so your brain is very malleable. The genius of what Robert figured out is that when you go into a memory and you come back out and you do something that makes you feel better, like the tapping, and tapping works the best. Like I said, there's a lot of other things that we could do. Like you can watch a funny video, listen to some music. It updates that memory. It sends that feel good to that memory. And it starts wiping it out. And then when you get it cleared down to 0, sometimes it automatically changes because we're also tapping on the amygdala, which is attached to the perception part of the mind. But if it doesn't, you get it down to a 0 and then think about something that you would rather have in your life. So you're re-imprinting your mind. Because right now, about 85 to 95% of the time, your subconscious mind is running you. And if you don't like what you got going on in your life, you don't like what you're doing, this is where you can get self-empowered and change what's going on in your life and how you feel about you, how you feel about what's going on inside, that pain. And our mind links things. We have something emotional happen, and then maybe something physical, and it attaches the two, and it causes pain that the doctors and everybody can't figure out. And then you use this, and of course we're trained as practitioners to ask certain questions to help you find the memories that need to be worked on, and it gets released. So it's pretty amazing. People have healed from fibromyalgia, Lyme's disease. One lady was on 100 pills a day, and she was in her 30s with, I think, 2 or 3 kids. Couldn't get out of bed, hardly at all. And now she's off of that. She lives in Hawaii. She's living up to her fullest potential because of this work. It works if you use it. It's simple. It's easy. It makes sense. That's one of the reasons why I got involved in it. When he talks, it just makes sense. Okay, hug your wrist, blow it out, say peace, and just go into that good memory. I want to help you feel good, leave you feeling good. And if for some reason you're not done, just keep doing the rounds till you get it down to a 0. But I hope to hear from you. I'd love to work with you. If you got any questions, again, MirandaSullivanCoaching@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.